Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat Nagpal. You're watching iGyaan. It's the 10th year anniversary of the Samsung Galaxy S series. They came out with the first Galaxy S phone about 10 years ago. So this year they're going to be launching the Galaxy S10. But they're not only launching the Galaxy S10, there's going to be a few variants and we more or less know exactly everything about these devices. So let's get into it. Now it is known that Samsung will launch 3 devices. 2 out of those, the S10 and the S10 Plus, will definitely be launched in India, whereas the S10e or the S10 Lite as it was being called earlier may not come to the Indian markets. There is also the rumor that Samsung may launch the foldable Galaxy Fold, the Galaxy F or the Galaxy X. We don't know what Samsung is going to call it, but it's sure to be an interesting device. They've shown prototypes of this phone for many years now, and this year at CES also they had foldable displays on display. So the Galaxy Fold or the Galaxy F will possibly have those. Now, what do we know about the Galaxy S10 devices? Now, like I said, there are going to be 3 devices. We'll start off with the Galaxy 10e or their light variant. While the Galaxy S10e will be the cheapest phone that will be launched by Samsung in the 10th anniversary edition, it will start at somewhere around $699. This will be a 5.8-inch Full HD Plus display, and it will have an Infinity O notch, which means that there will be a cutout in the display for the front-facing camera. Now, the display in itself will be a new style dynamic Super AMOLED display, which will also have HDR, and not just HDR but HDR+. Samsung will put the same chipset on all 3 of these devices, so whether you're getting a global variant which will have the Exynos 9820 chip, which is what is most likely going to be launched in India. Markets like US and Korea will get the Snapdragon 855 chipset, which is going to be Qualcomm's latest chip for 2019. So performance as far as the devices is concerned should be more or less unilateral across the board, but the RAM differences between the 3 variants will obviously make a difference in the performance capability of all 3 of these devices. So the Samsung Galaxy S10e will also get lesser optics on the back. We know that it will have only 2 cameras thanks to the leaks. One is expected to be a 12 megapixel camera while the other a 16 megapixel camera. Also, the S10e will be available in only 2 options, one with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, while the other with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. So you won't get the higher end options that you will with the S10 and the S10 Plus. Now the S10 and the S10 Plus will both get higher resolution displays, a 3040 by 1440 pixel display on both of these devices. The only difference, the S10 will come with a 6.1-inch display, whereas the S10 Plus will have a 6.3-inch display. Another interesting thing about the S10 Plus is that it will also have a dual Infinity O display, which means that you'll have dual front-facing cameras on the S10 Plus, and hence you will have a slightly bigger, more cylindrical cutout for the Galaxy S10 Plus's front-facing cameras. Both the displays are also going to be the same dynamic AMOLED HDR Plus displays. The only difference that you will see in terms of the front glass is that the S10 and the S10 Plus will have Gorilla Glass 6, whereas the S10e will get Gorilla Glass 5. The same chipsets and same RAM and storage options, but of course there'll be higher end variants available. So you can possibly see a 512 gigabyte storage option and even a 1 terabyte storage option for a limited edition Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Now the Samsung Galaxy S10 on the back will have a triple camera setup. One will be a standard 12 megapixel camera, whereas one will be a telephoto 12 megapixel camera. The third camera, which will be an ultra-wide camera with an f2.2 aperture, will be a 16 megapixel camera. The front-facing camera on the S10 will be a 10 megapixel. The Galaxy S10 Plus will get the same optics, but on the front you will also get an additional 8 megapixel camera for depth sensing or for possibly an ultra-wide option on the front of the Galaxy S10 Plus. Now both the S10 and the S10 Plus will be available in 3 colors: the Prism White, the Prism Black, and the Prism Green. Whereas the S10e will also be available in a yellow color, which we've seen from pictures looks quite interesting. There will be a limited edition Galaxy S10 Plus in a ceramic option, so you'll get a ceramic white as well as a ceramic black color option for the limited edition, which will also have the 1 terabyte of storage on there, along with possibly 10 or 12 gigabytes of RAM, which is just going to be super overkill as far as RAM requirements go. A few common things that you'll see across the phones is the fact that you will obviously get optical image stabilization on the back, but this time around these will be the first cameras to shoot 4K from the front-facing camera. IP68 is pretty standard for Samsung devices, especially the S series, so you will possibly see Samsung put in IP68 wireless charging and possibly faster wireless charging this year around than what we saw with the Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus. The displays are also supposed to be super bright with 800 nits of brightness. In some markets, the phone is expected to go on sale the very next day, which is February 21st. Markets like India will get the phone early March, and we'll keep you posted on availability and of course launch date in India. So you should keep following iGyaan for that information. Now let's talk about the most important device for Samsung, which is going to be the Galaxy Fold or the Galaxy F. We'll call it the Galaxy F for the next few minutes. Now this device will be shown off at the event, possibly even launched, but it will not be available for a few months is what is expected. So April is when the first units of this device will be made available, possibly for even review for everyone to check out or even test, and then eventually the phone will be launched in the global market. When it will come to India, if it will come to India, we're not too sure. This is going to be the phone that is going to cost more than $2,000. So you're going to see an incremental increase in terms of price. So the $699 for the S10e, $900 or $999 for the S10, $100 more for the S10 Plus. Limited edition S10s or S10 Pluses for $1,499 US and $2,000 for the foldable Samsung phone. Now the Galaxy F will have two displays. One will be a 7.3-inch display, which will be a foldable display, and there will also be another display on the outside of the phone. All of these will be, of course, Super AMOLED displays. The inner display, which is a foldable display, will possibly be made out of flexible glass, or it could be a plastic OLED display, technology that LG has shown off in the past, which allows you to sort of bend the displays, is something that Samsung may utilize for this phone. Again, more details will be available on the 20th of February, but as far as the internal hardware is concerned, the chipset should remain the same with the 855 for the US market and the Exynos chipset for the global markets. Now, are you guys interested in the S10e, the S10 or the S10 Plus? Do let me know in the comment section below. Or if you're looking for something really out of the box, are you going to be checking out or waiting for the Samsung Galaxy Fold or Galaxy F, Galaxy S, whatever they decide to call it? Are you going to be waiting for that? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyaan. This has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
I don't know if what we had was just a waste of time.